Hey, happy, beautiful, amazing day. Dr. Bob Rakowski here out of Houston, Texas. I have a lot of friends that are coffee lovers, and they ask me, are you concerned about molds and mycotoxins in coffee? And the answer is, of course, everybody should be. And the way I get around that is by going with certified clean and pure and ultra healthy coffees. So I'm a huge fan of Organo. By full disclosure, I've invested in the company and I've built a big team because these products are so good. But I've lectured for some of the top nutrition companies around the world. And here's what I can tell you. They all have great quality certification, but none of them have the level of certifications that Organo has. So GMP, good manufacturing practice, requires certain amounts of testing on raw material and storage and production and everything else. And Organo has dotted the I's and crossed the T's there. Then you look at USDA certified organic, EcoCert, kosher, halal. They're good for the earth, the environment, and they pass some of the strictest food codes on the planet in existence. And then when you start looking at testing, very simply, the products are tested for mold and mycotoxins, which just happen to be toxins produced by mold. And then the testing standards literally mandate that if any of the products test positive, they're rejected. They're basically sent back to the supplier. Now, interestingly enough, the supplier doesn't burn the products. They go ahead and they give it to someone that doesn't do that level of testing for a lesser price. So those things are probably still getting into the market. So then Organo packages it in a way where it's vacuum sealed and it's guaranteed fresh and pure from that testing to production to your cup. And that makes it really good. And they also, by the way, have a patented process by which they extract the nutrients from the spores. And it's dramatically greater than any nutrient bioavailability from any competitor that they've tested. It's a good competitive advantage to have. And like Jack LaLanne says, I said Jack LaLanne, I love Jack LaLanne. Like Jack Welch says, if you don't have a competitive advantage, don't compete. Then you look at Organo's story. It's a global network marketing company on a mission to change lives by helping people reach new levels of balance, freedom, and well-being. Now, I want you to think about that. I'm thinking everybody wants that. How do they do it? Through both premium products and a premium business opportunity. And I love this phrase. Their mission is to bring the treasures of the earth to the people of the world. So I've often given some health talks entitled Guilt-Free and Turbocharged, and that's going to apply to our shakes and our coffee and our teas and our hot cocoa for kids. And you might say, why would we have to call it guilt-free? Well, it tastes so good that people say, oh, come on, how can that be good for me? Now, I've taken people with serious blood sugar problems, diabetics, and I encourage them, test your blood sugar before and after anything you eat or drink. And here's what we know. These products are generally absolutely fabulous for blood sugar. And that can help a lot of people that struggle with cravings and they want that wonderful sweet treat. So Ganoderma is a $2.5 billion a year market, US alone. That's one PubMed study said that. And so there's going to be low-level competitors and then our high-level competitors. A lot of Ganoderma suppliers are going to offer their products that are grown in plastic bags. And here's what I tell people. These plants are not healthy enough to reproduce, so they do not produce spores. Spores are the most nutrient-dense part of the plant. And then we have a patented process by which we maximize the nutrient delivery from the spores and even the nutrient delivery of Ganoderma in coffee and tea. And then what are some of the other treasures? We started with coffee and tea and then cocoa and then shakes and then amazing clean organic skincare and then a fantastic clean smooth brain energy drink and even a brain technology called NeuroTracker, where the company has proven to create a better brain in 90 minutes. Now that's 15 6-minute sessions. And then they have partnerships with over 100,000 resort locations around the world. And because last year was an interesting travel year, they renegotiated those contracts where they can offer now up to 85% savings on premier resort locations. Paul Caldwell's our chairman, a phenomenal leader. And his mission from the beginning was to create an ecosystem where absolutely everybody wins. Anybody who's a part of Organo, whether it's a customer distribution partner, someone in corporate, someone on the raw materials side, anywhere, they are going to win. And as part of that, they joined IBM Food Trust, where you can scan a barcode on the products and trace the history of the raw materials. And nothing builds business faster than trust. Stephen Covey wrote about it, the speed of trust. And we have that. And then, of course, we give back. So these are purses. This is a purse made from some sachets that were used for green tea. And how absolutely beautiful. And very, very soon, you'll be able to actually tip the raw material providers. And here's a fact: 1/4 of people that work in the coffee world live below the poverty line. Organo said, no, 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 no. Why don't we find a way where people that enjoy these great products can tip the suppliers? And what a difference it can make in their lives. As always, I'm Dr. Bob Rakowski, absolutely knowing that we can all be happy, healthy, and successful. So enjoy these treasures, share these treasures. Our wonderful world really needs them.